As you can see, I'm ready for my next adventure. I am so excited to be cooking my favorite steak, a tomahawk steak. That thing is huge. It's bigger than a football. What is a tomahawk steak? It's a rib chop steak. Rib chop, you can say it without the accent, with a long bone attached to it, and it's cut nice and big. It's about 2.5 to 3 pounds. What we're going to do is a reverse sear, which is cooking it first on low heat for a while. We use the smoker first to get started with. The smoker will slowly break down the texture of the meat on the inside, and then give the final sear on a super hot cast iron griddle is the trick of this game. When I first showed it to my friends, they asked me, why are you using a griddle, a cast iron griddle on the barbecue to cook? Well, you know, most people are accustomed to make breakfast with it, or maybe just cook potatoes on top of it. But to me, the special uniqueness that the griddle does have is the way in which it retains such an intensity of heat in such an even fashion that makes the searing almost a work of art. And that's why I like it. So I crank up the heat on it, almost bring it to 450, 500 degrees, and by the time the meat sits on it, immediately it sears it. It's really a wonderful thing. I love it. A little discovery of mine. What is a tomahawk chop? It looks like a tomahawk, and this is nothing more than a ribeye chop. What makes it interesting is how thick she is, and also the exaggerated cut that they left with the bone. Usually when you buy them at the store and they're not called tomahawk, they cut the bone right here. In this particular case, this makes it spectacular. The first cut that I make, I follow it right along the bone, just like this. And now, here we go, and we start cutting our steak. Let me lay them out in here so you can see how beautiful they are. And they're just spectacular. I mean, if you are people who love meat, this is the most beautiful cut that you can possibly get. And you will never get this finish if it wasn't for the fact that we seared it so perfectly on our griddle. That griddle gave a crust to the steak that's unbelievable. Now, I know I sound excited, but you have to see it from my point of view. This to me is splendid. Look at that. Make sure they're nice and separated. People say, Nick, why are you wearing that glove? This is a barbecue glove. It resists up to 500 degrees worth of heat. And it gives me the ability to handle everything with my hand, which is much more dexterity. And it makes it easy for me to make this display without having to worry about tools. And at this point is the part that I love the most. Just finishing salt on the meat. Mamma mia, che bellezza. I wish you were here. I wish you could taste this.